In the early decades of the 21st century, during a time of insecurity and political tension in southwestern Nigeria, there emerged a powerful Yoruba warrior known as Sunday Igboho. His name was Chief Sunday Adeyemo. He was born toward the closing years of the 20th century. On the night of his birth, the sky turned an unusual blue, wide, deep, and stretched like a warrior's cloth before battle. The wind circled the town of Igboho without bending a single tree. Dogs howled at nothing visible. Elders stepped outside and looked upward in silence. His birth was not sudden. It had been whispered of long before his mother felt the first pain. Diviners had spoken in parables. They said a child would rise, whose voice would travel farther than drums. They said when the land trembled, he would not. They said thunder would one day answer to his footsteps. When he entered the world, he did not cry like other children. He roared. And the elders said, "This one will not live small." Years passed. The forests darkened. Armed bands operating in the bush, widely described in public discourse as violent Fulani militias, struck villages in the night. Homes burned at the edge of darkness. Farmers stepped onto their own land as though walking into graves. Highways fell silent. Travelers vanished between towns. Men spoke of raids in the bush, of gunfire without consequence, of smoke rising from thatched roofs, of attackers who seemed untouchable. The land groaned. Security forces hesitated to enter the deep forests. Hunters fled at the crack of automatic rifles. Markets closed earlier. Mothers prayed longer. Yoruba land felt weakened once again. And then the ancestors stirred. They did not call a king. They did not summon a council. They called a man. From Igboho, he answered. He did not rise with a crown. He rose with fury. When he stood, the wind paused to listen. When he pointed, even the horizon shifted. He gathered men whose courage had been buried beneath grief. Not thousands in number, but thousands in spirit. And he marched toward the forests of Oyo, toward the troubled borders stretching toward Kwara, toward the places where fear had built a throne. He confronted the Fulani jihadists in the bushlands. Thousands discharged at him, but he stood like a mountain before a storm. Bullets seemed to lose direction in the air. Iron forgot its purpose. The earth refused to accept his fall. When he struck the ground, dust rose like a battle cry. When he lifted his hand, thunder answered. When he roared, the echo reached villages before sunrise. The forest that once hid raiders began to betray them. Trees bent backward as he passed.